Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carrie and I am a mother of 4. This year I am going to be homeschooling my 2 youngest kids who are currently 2 and 4, but they will soon be 3 and 5 before the end of the year. So this video is all about our homeschool preschool plans for the 2023 to 2024 school year with them, and I'm really excited about it. This year, we are using the Gentle and Classical Preschool as our main curriculum, plus a couple other little things. But I did use their primer a couple years ago, and we didn't use all the different elements that came with it. I just picked a few and did those, but we really loved it. And so this year, we are using most of the elements. I did buy the PDF version, which is why this is all laminated cards, and why the instructor guide is in this little folder rather than what you normally see it as. Anyway, I'll show you all the different things. It was a lot of printing and a lot of laminating and a lot of cutting and preparing, but this is an all-in-one curriculum. So let me show you what parts we are using. So every week you focus on a different letter with a different book. So the first week, Unit 1, we are focusing on the letter L. So we have our card here. We have our nursery rhyme. It's in a card as well. We have our manners and our hygiene. We have our math, which there's a card that goes along with this book. So this is what we're going to be using for our math actual curriculum, but then the card here. And then there is a scripture here. And then I have a picture of my kids on here, so I'm not going to show you, but this is the All About Me as well. There's a little card that goes along with your science or your learning about yourself this year. So that's what that is. We're also doing the preschool morning binder. This is just a menu with the different pages. And so these ones will stay the same, but the other ones will switch depending on what you're learning about each week. So this first week, we're learning the letter L, doing red and orange colors. And then I have the rest of them printed off in here, so that way I can switch them out every week depending on what we are learning about. We are also doing the artist study and the music. So the artist, you study 3 different artists. So I have all the different prints here. And then for music, we are doing the, Peter and the Wolf. So I have the little illustrated book that we're gonna be using. My kids already listen to the music actually, but here's a little storyboard to go along with it, the different characters and the different instruments, what I think will be really fun. We are doing the motor skills, and so we're using this book, Brain Gym, and I got the teacher's edition because I heard that the exercises were just explained better in here. So we are using motor skills. We already talked about the All About Me. It's one of the flashcards. The catechism and character are both on one card, and I decided to skip those and just use these instead. These are just basic statements of belief that are put forth by my church. They're called the Articles of Faith, and there's 13 of them. And so we're just going to switch these every 2 weeks, because this is a 26-week program, so we'll use these instead. The scripture is in here. We are going to be using this book, which is Big Thoughts for Little People. So you'll just turn to the letter L on the week that you're doing the letter L, and you'll read that. So that's what that one looks like. And then we are also going to be doing the poem. So this is a book of poems. I'm going to focus on one each week. So that's everything that we're doing for Gentle and Classical. So we're really doing almost everything. We're just leaving out the Candy Craft, the Big Truths, and the character and catechism ones. But otherwise, we're doing everything else that it comes with, which I'm really excited about. I think the kids are going to love this. To go along with our letter of the week, I'm going to be using Abcc here to teach the actual letter sound. And I just did a video about this not very long ago, gushing about how much I love this resource. So if you want to know more about kind of what is in here, go check out that video. I'll link it in the description box below. But we're going to be using this for letter sounds. It's the best, you guys, best. For writing practice, I have these little chalkboards. We're going to be doing handwriting without tears style, or so to say. So I have these little pieces of chalk and these little sponges. So you do the chalk version here, then you get a wet sponge and you erase it with the wet sponge, and then you get a little piece of paper towel and you roll it up and then you dry it in that same shape. And you gotta love this little sticker of my chicken riding a shrimp. That is the starting point. That's how the kids know where to start, is where the sticker is. So that is our writing practice, the little chalkboards. And the last thing that we're using is something called Dash into Happy. I feel like everyone's probably heard of Dash into Learning, but this is their social emotional line. So it comes with a teacher's guide, and there are 5 different books, and they build upon each other. So you start with book 1 and then you work your way through until you've gone through all of them, and there's questions and goals for each one. So I'm excited to try this out and see if we like it. I did pick up these little Wikki Stix to help us build the letters in our morning menu. Oh, sorry, my camera's shaking a little bit. And then I found these little alphabet cards on super sale, so I thought my kids would enjoy these. We didn't buy any other school supplies other than that. Like, I tend to buy stuff when we need it rather than just because it's a new school year. And so we're good with like crayons and colored pencils and paper and such as of right now. So that is all I bought for this year. That is everything that we're going to be using this year. I hope that this video was helpful. I will leave the links in the description box below. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask and I will be happy to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.